Live, local, now. This is the News at 4.
Good afternoon, I'm Mike Seelup. New details on the shooter and some of the victims in the Las Vegas massacre are starting to come to the forefront. As Karen Kafa reports, police are still searching for a motive in the rampage that left 59 dead and more than 500 injured, dozens in critical condition today.
More haunting details about the man behind the massacre in Las Vegas. Police found 23 weapons in Stephen Paddock's hotel room. He had at least 19 more weapons and thousands of rounds of ammo at his home. In his car, there were several pounds of ammonium nitrate, a fertilizer that can be used to make bombs. Police still grappling with why. Authorities say there is still no motive. The Mandalay Bay resort where the shooter was staying says it's now providing crisis counselors for any hotel guests or employees affected by Sunday night's massacre. The country music star Jason Aldean, who was performing as the shooter opened fire, is trying to come to terms with the carnage himself. Tweeting today, "This world is becoming the kind of place I am afraid to raise my children in." As for the survivors of the deadliest mass shooting in modern American history, we are hearing more of their heartbreaking stories. Like this one, where a concert bartender describes why she stayed with a shooting victim, Jordan McGildoon, as he died in her arms.
I didn't want him to be there alone. There was another guy that was by us. His wife had been shot and killed, the mother of his 3 kids, and he never left her side. And I didn't want Jordan to not have somebody with him.
Reporting from Las Vegas, I'm Karen Kafa.
Now, obviously, Las Vegas, a destination for a lot of families and a lot of people that go out there. If you are trying to locate missing loved ones who might be involved in the shooting, here is the number you can call. It is 1-800-536-9488. For more information and the very latest updates on this developing situation, you can head over to wtoc.com. There you will find updates on victims and the latest on the investigation. Savannah taking action for resistance, and Moms Demand Action will host a candlelight vigil for Las Vegas victims Thursday night at 7 at the Forsyth Park Fountain in Savannah. Everyone is welcome to attend. You are asked, though, to bring your own candle to light. Right now, the search is over for a missing nursing home patient in Candler County. Deputies say the body of 47-year-old Billy Harden was found this morning. The sheriff's office issued a Maddie's call Sunday for Harden. That's the adult equivalent to an Amber Alert. Now, an autopsy will be performed, but deputies say foul play is not suspected. The Statesboro Police Department is investigating a suspicious death. They say a body was found yesterday on the 100 block of East Parish Street. Officers are not yet releasing the name, age, or gender of the victim. They say an autopsy will be performed to determine how the person died. Once it is complete, they should be able to release more information. New body camera footage showing a Savannah Chatham Metro police officer saving a pregnant woman from an overdose. Our Amanda LeBreau speaking to the officer and joining us now live from the motel where that overdose happened. Amanda?
Sergeant Alicia McLemore came here to the Motel 6 on Stevenson Avenue and found a pregnant woman barely breathing.
Need Narcan?
Yeah, come on. That's Sergeant McLemore asking the other officers to get her Narcan. All Metro officers started carrying the opioid overdose antidote in 2016, but this was the first time she ever had to use it. She says it's scary to see someone unresponsive like that. She says she used the nasal spray, and the 35-year-old pregnant woman took a couple deep breaths and her eyes started fluttering. She says overdoses were rare when she joined the department more than a dozen years ago, but now they're common.
We're not EMS, we don't expect to confront that, but now that we're trained on it, I think we're able to help more people. And I think that's why we're seeing it used so much more often, because now we have something that we can help them with instead of just looking at them and waiting for EMS, which is all we had before.
She says officers have used the Narcan nasal spray about 15 times in the last year. Live in Savannah, Amanda LeBreau, WTOC News.
Well, happening tonight, the Bluffton Police Department is holding their 4th annual National Night Out. This is a live look at Eagles Field where the event will be taking place, giving you an opportunity to come out and just meet with law enforcement. You can ask them questions. Let them know you're a part of the community. There's going to be safety exhibits, arts and crafts, and a tug-of-war contest, and much more family of fun. Again, that's in Bluffton at Eagles Field. It starts at 5:30. Also happening tonight, a Savannah-Chatham County Public School System District 6 Town Hall meeting. Principals and faculty will be updating students about academic progress that's been made and also share goals for the upcoming year. The town hall will also include a question and answer session. It is scheduled to start at 6:30 at Windsor Forest Elementary School on Briarcliff Circle. Another District 6 town hall meeting will be held October 19th at Southwest Elementary School. Homecoming week is all about going back to your old school to celebrate, to see old friends and see the new king and queen. But one Savannah-Chatham County Public School is giving back as part of its Spirit Week. New Hampstead High School named today Tourist Tuesday so that students could dress up as tourists and donate items that you would normally need as a tourist to help out hurricane victims.
It's heartwarming because to see our school and to see the students help contribute, it just leaves me in awe.
The donations will go to hurricane victims in our area as well as those in Florida and in Texas from Hurricane Harvey. The Georgian Federal Emergency Management Disaster Recovery Center at the Tybee Island YMCA gym for those dealing with Irma-related damage is closing and relocating in Savannah. You have until tomorrow at 5 p.m. to visit the Tybee location. After that, beginning 8 a.m. Saturday, you can visit the new location in Savannah at the Southwest Chatham Library on Abercorn Street.
And did you see some of those darker clouds moving over Tybee? You can see that at the end of our loop. Now, not tracking any showers across the island, but a little bit, maybe a little misting out there because of that onshore flow and the showers further to the south. And watch as we pause this and take satellite off and put the radar on. And that's what's actually coming to the ground. You can see that it's very light in nature. Maybe a little guy right here along Whitmarsh, Highway 80. Very few and far between in Effingham County. I-16 along Pembroke, Ellabelle, and maybe in Portal and south of the Altamaha. Very light in nature. The weather story continues to be those winds that are quite blustery out of the east. Look at that. 24 continuously in Glenn County, 16 on the south side, and 22 in Pooler. Your hour-by-hour wind forecast shows that those winds will start dying down as after the sun goes down, but then they'll pick right back up tomorrow. I'll have your first alert forecast detailing that, and our temperatures are going up too. Mike?
Well, the former CEO of Equifax is in the hot seat on Capitol Hill. His apology over a massive security breach. But first, President Trump making his first visit to hurricane-ravaged Puerto Rico.
WTOC's First Alert Traffic is sponsored by Jamie Casino Injury Attorneys. Hurt in a car wreck? Attorney Jamie Casino will get you all the money you deserve. Your family, your property, your identity. You are not as safe as you think. WTOC and Safe Touch Security join together to help protect you from being a victim of crime.
I'm Russ Riesinger. Every week we work with experts to give you prevention tips so you'll be ready when it matters most.
Don't be a victim. Tonight on The News at 5 on WTOC. Sponsored by Safe Touch Security, home of the two-way communicator.
A national survey found over 1 in 10 nursing home residents develop bed sores. The likely cause of bed sores is nursing home malpractice. Call us today or visit our website. We are local lawyers you can count on. Lasky Cooper Law, trial lawyers for the people.
Pride Pools, Spas, and Leisure Products is your buy local one-stop shop for all your backyard family fun needs.
We're locally owned and operated for over 40-plus years, offering 2 retail stores and a full-time service department.
We're your local relationships, a friendly face every time you enter our doors.
We are your local customer service, and we're available to answer all your backyard family fun questions. We are Pride Pools, Spas, and Leisure.
Your home for backyard family fun.
Savannah is a great place to live, work, and raise a family.
But even in a town like this, injuries happen and people get hurt.
We're Owens and Mulherron. All of our attorneys live and work in Savannah.
After a car wreck, we'll personally meet with you and help you get the compensation you deserve.
If you've been injured in a car wreck, call Owens and Mulherron, 212-2100.
20th Annual Showdown in Savannah at Oglethorpe Speedway Park on Highway 80 in Pooler. October 5th, 6th, and 7th. Experience 3 nights of dirt track action. Featuring amateur Fords, Super Fords, Pure Stocks, Super Streets, and Nesmith Dirt Late Model Racing. This will be our last stock car event of the year, so don't miss this fall 3-day Festival of Speed at Oglethorpe Speedway Park this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday night. For more info, call or visit ospracing.net.
The decision about which nursing home is right for your loved one is very important. Before you decide, look up the facility's Medicare 5-star rating. Call us today or visit our website. We are local lawyers you can count on. Lasky Cooper Law, trial lawyers for the people.
Did you know that a dirty CPAP system can make you sick? If you knew what could be growing in your mask and hose, it would keep you up at night. Now SoClean.com has released the world's first and only automated hands-free CPAP cleaner and sanitizer. With its patented design, SoClean is fast, effective, and hands-free, killing 99.9% of all CPAP germs. Try SoClean now through this special TV offer free for 30 days. Just call 800-436-0549.
My health has improved. It's simple to use, and I'm not worried about infections.
SoClean works on all CPAP machines and popular masks, destroying CPAP bacteria, viruses, and germs without the daily hassle of washing your system by hand. Just place your mask in, close the lid, and in just minutes, voila! Sanitized and ready to use. Try SoClean risk-free for 30 days. This is a limited-time offer. Call now, 800-436-0549, or visit SoClean.com today.
The News closed captioning is sponsored by...
I'm attorney Jamie Casino. Injured in a car wreck, my team has scored record results in the courtroom, and my Google rating is awesome. Injured in a car wreck? Call me right now.
Live on the roadways, the WTOC Jamie Casino traffic tracker at 21 and 95, the Diamond Interchange. Yeah, there's some traffic there, but everything is flowing smoothly. You can see the traffic coming in from the north. And I want to show you that we do have a crash reported from the South Carolina Highway Patrol. This is Coosaw Scenic Highway, or 462, right around Roseland Park Drive. So that's right between 95 and the Jasper County Fire Station on 462. So probably want to avoid that area if all possible.
Well, after facing a backlash for federal response to Hurricane Maria, President Donald Trump is seeing firsthand the devastation in Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico's governor giving a progress report today announcing significant strides in the island's access to fuel, food, and clean water. But as Natasha Chen reports, the governor is still hoping the president's visit will bring about more federal funding needed to recover.
President Trump is on the ground in Puerto Rico, touting the federal response as he visits the storm-ravaged island for the first time.
Everybody around this table and everybody watching can really be very proud of what's taken place in Puerto Rico.
But nearly 2 weeks after the devastating strike by Hurricane Maria, many, especially in remote areas, are still struggling without food, water, or power.
All federal agencies are working tirelessly, but we all recognize that we need to do a lot more.
Puerto Rico's Governor Ricardo Rosselló is hoping the president's visit will lead to an increase in federal aid.
As the president flies over the island, I think it's inescapable to see what the damage has been done in Puerto Rico. We've calculated that the damage of the storm is extensive. And what we want is from that aid package to receive the funding that is consistent with the damage.
The focus now for Puerto Ricans is working together toward recovery. Joan Medil Caban helped connect a cancer patient with a private flight out of Puerto Rico.
I was just one little piece of a bunch of people in the community trying to help her and others get out to safety.
While Caban says her volunteer group still hasn't heard from some living inland, she has seen evidence of resilience in her own community.
Every day, consecutively for the past 9 evenings, believe it or not, all of the neighbors that have any kind of instrument will come out into one of the main plazas and they will start to play their instruments.
In San Juan, I'm Natasha Chen reporting.
Well, a collision center in Jasper County is collecting donations for Puerto Rico. A 53-foot trailer was brought to the collision center on South Carolina Highway 170 in Ridgeland and will be available for you to deliver donations until Thursday, October 12th. Thousands of people who evacuated the Caribbean because of Hurricane Maria are now on the U.S. mainland. Royal Caribbean's Adventure of the Seas cruise ship carrying about 3,800 people to a South Florida port this morning. The evacuees included residents of Puerto Rico and the U.S. Virgin Islands, as well as some tourist and cruise line employees. Several FEMA officials are there to help residents apply for federal help to cover storm losses. Before picking up the evacuees, the ship delivered supplies to hurricane-devastated U.S. territories. Royal Caribbean says it canceled a regularly scheduled cruise in order to launch the relief effort late last month. Developing now, former Equifax CEO Richard Smith on Capitol Hill. He apologized for the company's massive security breach, telling the House Commerce Committee that human error and technology failures are to blame for what happened. The credit monitoring giant said that as many as 145.5 million may be impacted by the breach, which compromised sensitive personal information like Social Security numbers, addresses, and your driver's license numbers.
Equifax is a very good company with thousands of great people waking up every day trying to do what is right. I know they'll continue to work tirelessly, as we have over the past 2 months, to right the wrong or the scope.
Federal and state officials, as well as members of Congress, are probing Equifax over its practices, including allegations of insider trading. A legendary rock star from Gainesville, Florida, who made it big, passing away. A look back at the life and career of Tom Petty coming up. And we're taking a live look, checking out our Beaufort Memorial Skycam, your forecast straight ahead.
Over the last 15 years, our brave men and women have been at war in the Middle East. Many have come back with life-altering injuries, both physical and mental. At Morgan & Morgan, we have an entire section devoted to serving our veterans and helping them with their VA claims. The process is complicated and many are denied. If you've been denied VA benefits, visit forthepeople.com for answers to your questions. Morgan & Morgan, serving our veterans.
I love the author's use of seasons to talk about love.
I actually felt exactly the same way, and in fact, in church.
Whoa. It's hard to look at Jeannie's face, because you can only see faith.
At Stanton Optical, get 2 pairs of eyeglasses for $69, plus a free eye exam.
He's a bulldog attorney who's tough as nails and grew up right here in Savannah.
Stan is bright, he's analytical, he's detail-oriented, and he will fight to win your case.
She's a compassionate lawyer from Bullock County, raised by a judge.
Clients love Jana. She's passionate, and her medical knowledge helps win cases.
As Savannah's husband and wife lawyer team, they won't celebrate until you're happy.
Call Friedman and Martin today.
We make them pay.
Anybody who sits down to eat and then you have your loved one next to you and they can't eat, and you watch them struggle through that, that is a big deal.
I want to look good, I want to be able to eat good, and I want to feel good.
And then once I seen him to be able to chew his food, it's a big deal, and it made a big difference in his smile, his attitude. It changed his whole life.
I couldn't even eat before, but that steak that I had after this process was amazing.
I was on my way to work and boom, some guy rear-ended me.
Boom, just like that, I was hurt in a car wreck.
A car wreck can hit you out of nowhere, but when you call me, boom, just like that, I can help you get your life back on track.
After my wreck, I called Ken, and boom, he got me $325,000.
$725,000 for my case. Boom, baby!
Now, I can't guarantee you that much, but if you've been hurt, call me. One call, that's all.
Call 1-800-CALL-KEN.
We do know right now 2 people have been shot.
As news breaks, we're live.
The second it landed, car parts started ringing everywhere.
We are WTOC, live, local, now.
I love the author's use of seasons to talk about love.
I actually felt exactly the same way, and in fact, in church.
Whoa. It's hard to look at Jeannie's face, because you can only see faith.
At Stanton Optical, get 2 pairs of eyeglasses for $69, plus a free eye exam.
When you get hurt on the job, remember the 2s. You may think a workers' compensation claim is easy to handle on your own, but it's not. The process and the rules are very complicated. Don't try it on your own. At the Eichholz Law Firm, we're here to help you get the medical treatment you need and the compensation you deserve. If someone in your family has a workers' compensation claim, call us at 912-222-2222. The Eichholz Law Firm, the Justice Lawyer.
Overall,
a pretty pleasant Tuesday, and it's going to remain pleasant except for those light sprinkles that we're tracking from that onshore flow. It's all due to our parent high well north of us, pretty much centered over Washington, D.C., in fact. So let's take a look at our temperatures, because those have been pleasant. I know a lot of you really, really like those highs in the 70s, but our temperatures are going to slowly start to slide upwards. We're 85 at the airport, 80 in Statesboro, 83 Claxton. Any 70s out there? No, we're all in the 80s. So we're all in it together, and we continue to watch those sprinkles, if you will. So let's put the radar back on. Come on, let's go on. Been off for a couple of days. There we go. And so you can see that they're very light in nature, but if you do get caught under one, it's kind of like, really? I straightened my hair for this? You can see that shower that we were tracking earlier right along Wilmington Island, and very light in nature through Effingham and back to the west up Highway 80 and 67. So if you do get caught under in these, it's a slow windshield wiper work home. Now, you can see some of them actually added up to some precipitation, especially in Bryan County. How much rain fell right over Fort McAllister, 1/3 of an inch in the last 6 hours. So they kind of continue along that same path and then add up. Hour by hour, this is the high resolution model, so it does show that onshore flow will continue. So we will be still tracking those sprinkles as we head through the sunset hour, maybe even after sunset as well, but it's nothing to water your lawn or be concerned about. And Wednesday, we start off pretty much dry, but we're going to add that 20% as we head out the door. So 66, 67, 72 goes up to 20%. Light sprinkles in your sunrise at 7:20. Take a look at this. Oh, there it is. Did you see that? As soon as I did this, a little shaky on the camera out there. Some of the wind gusts that we've had a 30-mile-per-hour wind gust at the airport, 35 in Brunswick, 29 St. Simons in the 20s. So our weather story continues to be those breezes out of the northeast, and they'll continue in the overnight hours, and they'll pick up and continue through all day Thursday. So 10 to 15 constant, and then you see those gusts 20 to 30. So your forecast highs, because of those winds, will stay in the mid to low 80s all across the board. 85 in the borough, 80 Beaufort, 79 Hilton Head, though. Your first alert forecast, watch our temperatures slowly go up, and the rain chances go up just in time for the weekend. We'll be tracking that very carefully because of our picnic in the park on Sunday.
Well, rock legend Tom Petty died yesterday at the age of 66. He was rushed to a hospital late Sunday night after being found unconscious at his Malibu home. Anthony Mason looks back at his life and music.
Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers released their debut album in 1976, and together created classic hits that generations of fans would embrace. In 1999, Petty sat down with Charlie Rose on his PBS program and discussed how his songs came to life.
You know, inspiration is really never very far away. If you look for it, it's all around you.
So this is your office?
Well, yeah, I guess you could call it that.
I spoke with Petty in 2009 for CBS Sunday Morning about the pressure of working with your idols. Something he did when he joined the Traveling Wilburys in '88. The group included former Beatle George Harrison, Jeff Lynne, Roy Orbison, and Bob Dylan. What's it like writing with Dylan?
He's just as good as you think he would be. You know, I was there for a reason, so I had to get past his Bobness, you know.
A year later, he released the first of his 3 solo albums. But Petty will most be remembered as the frontman of the Heartbreakers. Just last week, the band closed out their 40th anniversary tour at the Hollywood Bowl in Los Angeles. In the City of Angels, the last song he ever performed on stage was one of his biggest hits.
I really, really love this music. I love rock and roll music. I love all music, really, but especially rock and roll music.
You belong somewhere you feel free.
This portion of the news is sponsored by the Eichholz Law Firm, the Justice Lawyer.
Like most people, Mrs. McCabe has several different types of flooring.
I have carpet, tile, and hardwood. I've tried running those machines, but they just don't get them as clean as you do.
Vacuuming and mopping is great for day-to-day cleanings, but nothing gets your home clean and healthy like a professional carpet, tile, or hardwood cleaning from Stanley Steamer.
That's why I call.
Call or visit StanleySteamer.com for local specials.
Call 1-800-STEAMER. Stanley Steamer, your certified cleaner.
Hi, folks, we're back. If you've been injured in an accident that's not your fault, listen up. We have the legal team of Mungie & Associates standing by to tell you what your case is really worth. Hello, I'm Gina Peterson, along with spokesman Rob Reese. Rob, tell the folks at home who should be calling right now.
Just like you said, Gina, anyone who's been injured in an accident, it was not your fault, call us right now. We're going to answer all of your questions, and we'll let you know what your case is really worth.
Thanks, Rob. Call now.
I'm proud to have Dr. George Phillips join our firm. He practiced medicine for 25 years, and now he's elected to be a lawyer and help people with medical malpractice issues.
I'm Dr. George Phillips, and I'm here to help.
There's a different way we do things. We call it the South Way. It's graciousness around every corner and answers when they're needed most. It's a foundation in tradition, adapted for modern times. It's the pride of hard-earned accomplishment and confidence in a brighter future. People who come here become part of a way. Find your way. The South Way.
I'm Zach Dozier. We've got offices in Macon and Savannah. If you're looking for somebody to get on a truck for you or play golf or swing a sledgehammer, you might call one of the other guys. But if you need a lawyer, you might call us.
If you've been injured in an accident that's not your fault, listen up. We have the legal team of Mungie & Associates standing by to tell you what your case is really worth. Hello, I'm Gina Peterson, along with spokesman Rob Reese. So, Rob, tell the viewers again who should be calling right now.
Well, just like you said, Gina, anyone who's been injured in an accident, it was not your fault, call us right now. We're going to answer all of your questions, and we'll let you know what your case is really worth.
Thank you, Rob. Go ahead, pick up the phone and call now.
2 NCIS agents returned to duty.
You came home like it was nothing. I can't do that.
But they're not the only ones. Back from the grave.
You mess with the dead, they mess with you.
Get away from the table. Don't miss a new NCIS. Then, Bull's new case.
I just found the mother lode.
It's murder. Is no slam dunk.
I'm part of the legal team defending Adam Harris.
A new Bull after a new NCIS. CBS Tonight.
We have all of your breaking news and headlines tomorrow morning on Daybreak.
Plus, we're still seeing northeasterly winds. That's going to bring us a slight chance for some showers. We'll talk about that with our first alert forecast.
Also, we'll have a check of your Wednesday morning live drive times. When you wake up, watch us.
Live look at the WTOC Jamie Casino traffic tracker, and then you see people heading westbound on 16 picking up. But eastbound, no problem. Some of the darker clouds, though, you're going to wonder, is it raining or is that the guy in front of me with his windshield wipers trying to spray his windshield? Let's take a look at the rain chances as we head through the rest of the evening. 80, 75, rain chances drop off from 20 to 10 through the overnight. Yes, some places might get some sprinkles, but it's not going to add up to much.
So is it raining or is it the guy with the windshield wiper?
It looked like it was the guy from the windshield wiper.
Okay.